Welcome in, guys. This is, of course, Comic Book Food Chain. We're getting into food chain order here. Let's kick it off. This is episode 22, guys. We got a very cool topic. Everybody's been talking about this. There's a bunch of different aspects. We're going to get into it. Don't worry about it. Stick around. Make sure that you share it out. But let's kick it over to my guy, Mr. Frank Gogol, the writer, the creator, I don't know. I need one more adjective for you.
Oh, God. Homewrecker? No, wait, that's not that's not what we said. House wrecker.
House wrecker.
Which now I'm thinking is like the same thing as a home wrecker.
Dude, you're right in there. I love it. Well, it sounds like you're having an all right week.
Chilling. Killed the script today, which was awesome. I've been grinding on that for like 4 days. And looking at some Unborn exclusives. I shared with you guys a little bit ago. There's like 10 or 12 of them. So like a lot of cool stuff in the pipe.
Very, very cool. It's grinding. And then Pro Collector Yeezy. How's your week going?
Same, busy at work and all kinds of stuff. But it sounds like, you hit up your brothers. I put that as the end clip.
I like that. All right, guys, if you guys don't know what he's referencing, we tend to do a couple takes on our what we're eating. That did drop this morning. Make sure you go and check it out. We go over our weekly picks on what we like, and it was a hot mess. So there should be plenty of outtakes and funniness. Like I said, go check it out. But we got a really cool topic for you guys. Let's bring up the slide and show them what we're going to be talking about. Boom, there it is. Comics and the third market.
This is the part where I usually take over and start explaining, but I honestly have no idea what the F we're talking about. See how I did it for the algorithm?
Nice. So yeah, I think this is a pretty important topic for collectors, retailers, and even creators to know like what's going on in the market. Forever eBay's been the standard, right? Where that's what I used to go check what prices are valued at of day to day. But now we have all these brand new apps that are coming out that are trying to take the the crown away from eBay. So StockX has started to sell slabs. Shortbox is a brand up and coming new app that is primarily slabs only. And the hottest topic in town right now is definitely what I would have to say is Whatnot. So I'm sure we'll start breaking each of them down and then kind of discussing their different services and pros and cons of each. But
absolutely,
yeah. So, but we can give a shout out to a couple people in the chat.
Hit me with it.
Yeah, how's it going, Jay Burns, Eric Lamson, Nigel
look what
Thompson,
Laura just brought me. A shot of tequila.
Nice. Steven Anderson, how's it going? And Tim
allegedly.
King.
Well, let me take the shot real quick. This is to my victory that is coming because we do have a fun segment planned. Gogol, I just have this gut feeling. I got this one.
Whew. It's going to be tricky for this one today, I think.
May the odds ever be in your favor.
I love it.
Cat piss Everdeen over there.
Yeah, so right, how do we want to kind of start this discussion? Do we just want to go over with
so what I'm thinking is that Yi and I will kind of get into it, and Gogol, look for the clarification. Ask us questions because I'm sure there's people in the audience that are like, what's what? What's a WhatsApp?
So I have one off the bat.
Bring it.
This is one I know, but it's worth bringing up anyway. What's the distinction between first, second, and third markets?
There you go. Yeezy, you're the pro collector. I know where I fit into that scale, but why don't you walk us through?
All right. So a primary market would be, I guess like directly from the distributor, selling to stores and all that. Second market, how do I explain that? Second market isn't that like where you kind of like pull in together with like different shares of the market? Oh, is that more towards like stock and stuff like that?
Yeah, that's back end stuff. So second market would be more website driven, where you hit specific online retailers. I'm a big second market person,
right?
And then third market is what we're getting into,
right? Which would be over the counter market. So, like, say I bought a comic from, say, a comic shop and then resold it somewhere else. So
right, exactly.
So
it's the aftermarket.
Yeah.
And you do need all three markets because brick and mortars, depending on your area, I get a lot of. Dude, you'd be surprised the percentage of Arizona buyers for me. I've probably got 2 to 3 customers that live in Arizona. Everybody else is out of state. They're not near brick and mortar, or they are, and it's a small one, so they don't carry everything they want. There's all kinds of, stipulations with it, so they look online.
No.
Did that break it down?
Sure.
Okay.
So first market, again, guys, you're going into your brick and mortar, you're walking in, that's your regular diamond distributors. Second market, you're looking online to find secondary stuff. Third market, you're paying aftermarket prices. Depending on what it is, you're looking at a lot of keys there, hot books. It's not mostly, it's mostly that type of thing, but you can still find some cover price stuff if you miss out on a Wednesday pickup or something like that.
Or you can pick up a bunch of cheap books and then
there you go.
Yeah, so it just depends on what you're looking for, but there's a market for everyone.
Absolutely. So, third market is getting more and more popular, and I think that it is due to the speculation market. So I wanted to bring this up because the girls at if you guys haven't seen, go join the Nearing Nirvana Comic Book Women. They covered this topic about how at the register they're going to chart looking at pricing and adjusting it as you come up due to speculation. Speculation is what drives third market, and third market is completely necessary. And Gogol, you can give us your take from a creator standpoint, but from a retailer, it's fantastic. You want that money spread across the table, but you have to live in your category. That's the problem I have with that retailer thing. Your brick and mortar, your first market, you're supposed to sell it for what you're supposed to sell it for. If you catch it and you throw it on the wall, for sure, market to where it's appropriate. But you're not third market. You're not even second market. Stay in your lane. But anyway,
I mean, I get where you're coming from, but, and this isn't what we're talking about, but that MSRP is a suggested retail price. Once a retailer buys something, they're essentially resellers and they can sell it for whatever they want to. There are some states that have laws, and that's where it gets a little gray. And I don't know about the ethics of it, and I have my own opinions. But I think saying that they should stay in their lanes is a little too strict.
I mean, in the sense, if you're not going to do the work and keep up with your crowd, I mean, you got to know your customer. If you're not going to know your market and you're not going to know your customer, you're not going to know what's hot. Saying let me check it once you bring it up to the register. That's just not being on top.
I mean that at that point it becomes a choice of whether you want to shop with a store that operates that way. Like, passing no judgment, like you reserve the right to shop wherever you choose, right?
But that's specific to back issue stuff. Now I'm talking about wall books. So you get like Free Comic Book Day just came up, right? How many retailers do you think were selling Something's Killing the Children or Stray Dogs for we're giving them away?
Oh, you mean the Enter the House of Slaughter versus the Stray Dogs one? I mean,
I know people were selling them already before they were supposed to release. Already shipped them out. I know people have them in hand already. But that's like a different conversation about like those people are going to get in trouble with Dime if they get caught, right? Like that's a whole different thing.
Right. But that's third market. So if you're paid $8 or more for those, you're talking third market pricing.
Sure. So I think that this is all really interesting stuff because I'm coming at it at a different angle. For me, I'm always looking at like, what are the things happening right now? What are the things happening right now in the industry and technologically that are putting more power in creators' hands? So like Kickstarter was like a huge one, right? Like Kickstarter made it so you didn't need a publisher and you still had an audience you can access, right?
Right.
Digital comics, love them or hate them, they created a product that reached a readership that didn't buy traditional comics. And stuff like Whatnot is, I'm paying a lot of attention to it. I haven't done anything with it, but anything that lets me make more money from my books as a creator, which is more dollars in the bank to make more books later, is something I'm really interested in. I know my buddy David Boer, who does Canto, him and Drew Zucker, who draws Canto, were on Whatnot, selling copies of Canto not that long ago. And that was money directly in their pocket, minus the user cost, which is like 10% or something like that.
Right.
And that's really interesting. Like I sell a lot of stuff on Facebook. I have a web store. I'm always looking for ways to diversify those revenue streams because, like I said, every dollar in is a dollar towards the next book I want to do.
Right. And I think this, it's kind of related to that too, because a lot of people have used social media now to start, selling books. I mean, that's how I met Ant, was through Bird City, just stumbled upon his live show on Facebook. And, it just depends on I guess where you're starting and where you want to go. Because people have usually a clear vision of what their end goal is to do.
So I've got some strong opinions on third market, and we'll get deeper into this. And that's why I started with first market, because I don't want to say there's nothing specific, but I want to say there's beef with first market to second market, and there's beef with second market to third market across the board because of how you run your business. Now, as a creator, you want your stuff to get to third market, which means first market is sold out, second market is very thin on inventory, and third market is where it's living and thriving, and the demand is higher, so the prices are higher. From a retailer's end of it, that's where I'm saying it. Go ahead. I want to hear what
I was going to say. Third market, any aftermarket really doesn't affect creators almost at all unless they're the ones personally holding the stock, right? Like if Dead End Kids comes out and it blows up, and which was what happened to me, I couldn't get copies because it was sold out at Diamond. Everyone else had the copies, and they were making $28 a copy, and I wasn't. So like that for creators, it's not quite the situation. But I have since learned to buy lots of my own stock.
Okay, but how did Dead End Kids do? 2.
Better, but that's not necessarily. There are a lot of factors. That one of them is the first series did really well, right? Second one,
then that's what I'm saying. You set yourself up. It burned all the way through the third market, and you're like, "Oh shit, I can't get any in my own book." Dead End 2 Kids come 2, and people are like, "I'm not missing it this time."
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah. Higher print run, higher orders, though. Like, I mean, there's other factors at play there, but sure, what you're saying is definitely true.
You're just creating the buzz. It's that feeding frenzy. You get that.
I'm a goddamn bumblebee.
I love it. But that's what you're supposed to do as a creator. You want to create that buzz. And that's the same thing with like exclusive comics. A lot of people keep saying, Anthony, why don't you print more copies of your exclusives? I don't want there to be more copies. I want you to be jonesing for the next Bird City exclusive, knowing that there's not going to be enough for everybody. And I don't want 1 million copies anyway. I want it to be special. So you're creating that buying buzz. It's nice.
Yeah, no, what we're saying, like, I don't want to like start talking about other retailers, like, because obviously, but there is a retailer I work with, I won't name them, who have a very, very small group of people who they sell to, but they buy everything. Right. And like I was looking at one of their books that sold out today. It was like 300 copies, like real small print runs, $35 a copy, and they sold out in like an hour. I'm like, that's so much money.
Right. It really is. That's crazy. That's cool. That's how you're supposed to do it. That's fantastic. I love that. Easy, jumping in.
Yeah, so it's interesting to see like how each like where you fall in the food chain like affects like others. I
see what you did there.
But I mean, like it like I guess as a collector, if my retailer sells out and then like if someone else sells out too, then it's like, hey, where do I get it? I have to buy it from someone else that's like that knows that like this book is going to have a huge demand for it, and so they can price it accordingly to whatever others are selling at.
Sure, but also you can have a lot more people selling it, which makes it more competitive, which makes it better for you, right? The price goes down when people are competitive,
right? Like because as soon as I see like there was only like 3 copies on eBay or whatever, and now there's like 20. Now I can shop and choose of like who has a better rep and all that, like shipping costs and like just to see like their history of selling.
And then multiply that by the number of avenues you have to buy it, right? It used to just be eBay, and now you have 5 or 6 ways to buy it.
Right. Yeah. And so I mean, and it's kind of exciting to see that there's competition. So there's not always going to be this like straight standard, and it's very innovative what some of these apps are doing. They're taking the best of like all these different worlds. With live sales now being like super popular. It's interesting to see like how many people are actually like jumping onto these other apps and not even doing anything else on eBay anymore.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of sellers. eBay. Yeah, I mean, the reason why is probably because they've had big changes over the last year, where people weren't too happy. They're taking a bigger chunk of what you would make in fees and everything. So yeah.
eBay. Somebody told me this a while ago before I got into eBay. They said eBay's the largest window shopping platform there ever was and ever will be, which says so much because that's what it is. You go on there, you look around. How many times have you gone on your computer and just looked at shit and not really bought anything? Just say, hey, wonder what this is going for. I need one of these. I'm probably not going to buy it. Let me look around. eBay is fantastic for that. Right. And I don't even hate on eBay. A lot of people are like, oh, fuck them and fuck their this and fuck their that. I get it. The problem with those statements, and this is what I mean, I'm going to have some strong opinions. So if you're a seller, I mean, hopefully you got your big boy pants on, and I don't mean this personally towards you specifically, but third party or third market has really opened up the door. Like Gogol, you made the connection and said, we had these platforms for creators to come on and create content. Now we've created these really easy access points for a person with a big personal collection to go on and become a seller. But we run into a lot of problems with that. These guys come on and they're like, I'm making so much money. In a personal collection, that means you paid a lot of retail. It means you didn't buy a large collection for, change on the dollar.
Right.
That's number one. So they have this perception in their head that, I'm killing it. I made all this money. You probably dumped 30 grand into a collection. You've made back 20. But you get these guys on. The other thing is they don't know what they're doing as far as like shipping is concerned. How many shipping stories have we heard?
All
These guys
the time.
like, I've got thousands of comics, bro. I ship them out all the time.
Right.
I mean, ship them right.
Yeah, I mean, if I see another person like posting that they received a comic book in a cereal box, like my head's gonna explode.
Dude, I saw a no lie. Somebody sent out a graded comic with tape on it that said caution tape. Have you guys seen this?
Yeah.
I've seen more than one of those
standards on it. Yeah, that's just insane to me. That
but you know what? I love that because I live in third market and I look at that and go, haha. That's why you should buy from an established seller that knows what they're doing, that price is appropriate. That's the other thing too, is that a lot of these guys, it's their personal collections. So it's personal to them as far as the pricing. A $15 book that's worth $15 and they ask for $15 and a guy goes, will you take 10? Hurts their feelings. They're not there to sell comics. They're just like, oh, but it's $15. I got this book and I dug it out of a bin and I got it. It's worth $15. Bro, sell the damn comic. You want to be a seller. The job is to move inventory.
Right.
And
then you, as you sell more and more that, that same day or whatever, you can make up your losses somewhere else.
Absolutely. And that's the beauty of third market. It's there for you to experiment with, to learn, to put your books out there. I mean, those are more tips to survive in that market, if anything. But I love it because it's very fast paced. It's, razzle dazzle. Who's got the best setup? What sounds the best? What books do you have? Are you willing to negotiate? It's very in your face and the money's real time.
The thing that I really ping on about these kinds of things is compared to eBay, Facebook Live, and then like the newer apps that are coming out, is you have an experience that comes with it, right? You're seeing, with Birdseed, you're seeing Laura on the screen. You're seeing the wheels spin. You're interacting and engaging with the people you're with. Same thing with Whatnot. You're on the screen, right? Yeah, and eBay doesn't give you that. And like we have a hard enough time trusting people on eBay to begin with that they're going to ship properly or they're going to ship your shit at all, right? Like you hear horror stories about people just paying for stuff and never getting it, and then eBay does nothing about it. There's like a level of accountability and engagement that comes with these things, and that's 21st century, right? eBay's been around since I think 1995, before we had webcams or cell phone cams and all that stuff, and it never leveled up. Like not this is a bad comparison, but I look at it as something like Diamond. Diamond has done business the same way for 30 years, and there's a reason other distributors were able to come in with newer technology and better workflows, because they evolved or saw a niche that they could fill, a hole they could fill. And that's what these apps are doing. eBay is the biggest one there. People will use eBay forever. They'll keep making their money, but slowly their seller base will shrink and shrink and shrink as these other more niche boutique options become available. And that's just part of global democratization. Everything is being democratized as technology gets better.
So guys, hold on real quick, easy.
Okay.
Let me just everybody that's joining in, guys, we're talking third market comments. I have to say, for Frank being here to learn about third market, he just dropped the biggest nugget that he could have on how to survive in third market if you are a seller or interested in selling. Find out who does it well and do it better.
Exactly.
You said that, and I'm thinking to myself, that's how I started.
There's a name
everybody else did. What's
There's
it called?
It's called skyscrapering. All right, so it comes from content creation, which is what I do for my day job. Actually, it's where you write content for your website and you want to rank on Google number one. You look at the first three results, 1, 2, and 3. You go through, you copy all their content and combine it.
Yeah.
Right? And then you have the best article and you skyscraper them.
So I want to do something a little outside the box here real quick, guys.
Let me just say this real quick.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. So, I mean, but, it's a two-way street with the buyers and sellers and stuff like that. Because sometimes sellers can get, like, screwed over really easily on anything.
Absolutely.
like, you know, like what if Ant or I ship out a slab and it's cracked, you know, or whatever, then, you know, we have to refund, you know, do that whole dance back and forth, all whatever. And then sometimes it's even worse, like where it's like, oh, this book wasn't in the condition that you said it was or whatever. And then, you know, whoever's overseeing the sale says, oh yeah, we agree with the sell or with the buyer, like send it back to the seller. And then like they send back a book and it's not even the same one that you originally like sent out. I mean, there's all kinds of like horrible scams that you can hear about. And then but it happens.
I don't want to like minimize that, but that's kind of the cost of doing business, right? Like there are gonna be those people, but they're not most of the people, right?
Yeah. And you're hitting it on the head again, because what I was about to say is one of our standards we have here is I hold back 10 to 15% of every book, not only to account for damages, but for comps and replacements. How many times somebody's messaged me and said, hey, my books are damaged. No problem. I'll have a new set out in the mail tomorrow. And they go, do you want me to rip these ones up? Like tear the cover off? I'm like, no, fucking enjoy them. And they go, really? And I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do with the ripped cover? Like keep it, enjoy it. Hopefully you have a press. Maybe you can make it new again, whatever.
Sell it.
And they're surprised. And that throws me off because that's the kind of service I want.
Well, I mean, you know, there are some stores that do that because they sent out what was allocated or, you know, what their print run was or, you know, like how many they have. And so like, you know, it's up to the, you know, the retail store or retailer to decide, hey, go ahead and rip this cover, you know, send me a picture that you did. And so that way, like, there's not a weird number out there that like, hey, this person has 5 extra or whatever.
But see, that goes back to fudging print run. And that's a whole separate conversation.
Yeah, I mean, we could probably spend a whole episode on that. But
I won't even touch
next week on Comic Book Food Chain.
Next week, you'll hear me rant for an hour solid on print run. But we're not going to. So what I was going to say was when I first got into selling comics, I did what Gogol said. I looked at the market and I said, okay, I'm not a brick and mortar. I'm going to sell online. Who gives a shit about a random website popping up? How do I do what people are doing, do it different, do it better? So I'm going to throw them off. You guys ready for this? So this is Tim. And Tim and I just had to introduce. Tim's our producer, guys. And I caught him off guard here. Tim and I sat for, Tim, a couple of hours. And we watched show after show after show on Facebook. Mm-hmm. And we figured out how to do it better. Tim's really into watching game streamers from like Twitch and stuff. Then they do. He's like, dude, overlays. And that's how we built. We started watching how people did live content. And then we figured out how to do it better. That was it. That's where it all started. Do you remember this, Tim? We were sitting there like, yeah.
I'm always thinking of new ideas.
Exactly. And we laid it all out. We mapped it out. We started building. And eventually we ended up with the live stream that we have. And everybody always says it's the best produced thing. And that was just 2 super nerds sitting there, you know, his gaming knowledge and watching and what I know about comic books, combined it into a really entertaining show. All right. That was all, Tim. Thank you. And Yeezy was one of my original customers. What did you think of the show when you first saw it?
I mean, you know, it was amazing because like it showed that like you actually cared about your production. You know, you had a variety of choices of books, and it was better than just some guy like holding his phone, like, all right, this is blah blah blah, and then you know, just thumbing through a long box. Like you can only take so much of that. Like where it's like, I was like, this is boring, you know. And
that's the beauty of third market. They're creating an experience, a buying experience. You can walk into a store and pick something off the wall. You can go to a website, click a button, and check out. Third market is a whole nother monster.
I mean, how many times have you seen me in a Bird City show just hanging out, chatting with everyone, or just, you know, chatting with y'all, like not even buying anything?
Dude, Frank, he's a superstar. He'll pop in and he'll be like, "Hey guys, sorry, I'm just popping in to say what's up. I'm video editing."
Wherever I go, whatever video stream I end up on, he's in the comments, like without fail.
Yeah, but does he mention he's like, "Hey, hold on. I'm just editing this video real quick for these other 2 podcasts right quick. Hold on. They're going to have some big celebrity on. I just want to say hi. Real quick.
When I see him, he doesn't flex, but he's there for sure.
Love it. All right. So guys, if you're just tuning in, of course, we're on our way to 900. We'll get to all that good, fun stuff. Did we actually do that or we skipped it all? Didn't we just jump right into this?
We have such a dense topic that it was all right. I let it slide.
I was okay. Yeah,
we do have an outline. I'm sure that Ant reads it, but this is important.
You know, the funny thing is I literally have it pulled up to my left Let's do it real quick. Let's give everybody a quick break. Let's get a nice reset. All right, guys, if you're just tuning in, appreciate the thumbs up. We got 23 live viewers. Everybody, Patricia, Trish is in the comments. That's the co-creator Stray Dogs.
Oh, Patty F.
Patty F is in the house. But we are talking third market. Click the slide. We're on our way. Where are we at with this?
About 20 off, give or take.
Okay.
Last I checked.
Yeah, I might have time to like still send out the book and get it back before I have to mail it out.
Right.
900. Yeah, so I'll do that. Yeah, I'll send it out tomorrow.
All right, so we're giving away a book at 900 is the point we're showing here, guys. A swaggy ass book. Yeezy is also supplying another comic in there, right?
Yeah. When is the cutoff date, Frank? Whatever. I'll just throw it in anyways.
Indefinitely.
Yeah. So I'm throwing in Something Is Killing the Children, a #1 8th print. So the one from what was it? Was that for any particular event?
#1.
Yeah.
Issue 1.
I mean,
First appearance of the initials title.
oh yeah, there you go.
There you go. I like it.
Berserker homage.
I think we need to have a whole episode about extra printings. Like that is strange new territory.
Oh,
Late
I'm down for
prints.
that.
Cool.
All right, and let's
Either
get
which
back-
way, right? Like if you guys like what we're doing, if you learned something since you logged on here and you have not subbed the channel or hit the little bell, do us a solid, hit the bell, hit the sub first. Because you can't hit the bell until you hit the sub. So do it in that order. But like I said, if you learned something, do us a solid and show a little support.
So right here, guys, when is the Dogs trade paperback coming out? Will the cover be a horror homage too?
What do you set up? You set up ringers?
Here's your
comments?
Well, it's the last comment on here. So guys, we need 20 subs. Get me to 20 subs. By the time we get off this show, I'll show the cover right now. So Stray Dogs people, here you go. Hit the channel, hit the sub, hit the bell, come back, hang out with us, and I'll show the cover at the end if we hit this 20 subs. What do you guys think?
Sounds pretty cool.
I want 21 subs.
20 you heard it. Gogol says 21 subs. That's 901 from current situation. Get us there. All right, let's get back into this conversation. Gogol, where are you at with this so far?
I'm learning a lot. I'm realizing how much I knew already.
Attaboy.
Blowing my mind. I have some reservations, and I think that it's worth bringing them up. And anytime you have a democratized market, right, it's going to explode outward to begin with, right? Everyone's going to adopt, and then you'll slowly winnow down to the people who continue doing it or do it well and get traction, right? Like that's how it always works. So if you look at the macro of all this, you have all these apps, right? These eBay killers. Same thing's going to happen with them. We're going to see more of them over time, but like eventually it'll stabilize and ones will start falling off and the cream will rise to the top. Who do we think is doing the best job right now? I haven't seen nearly enough of all these to have opinions on this, but if you guys had to say which apps kind of have the most traction, the most robust offering, the most audience, even if they're not doing the two other things, like who do you think's leading the pack?
Ooh, Yeezy, I'll let you lead this one. Kick this off.
So for like some of the newer apps, which one's leading?
Sure, the four we've got on the title card.
All right, I would say Whatnot is probably taking a big, huge leap forward compared to a lot of the other ones. You have the option to live stream your sales, like as long as you're vetted as a seller. There's like that exclusive part to it too that you have to apply to be a seller on their app. And then they've already been around for almost 2 years doing sports cards, Funko Pops. I think they even do like action figures. Like, so there's a lot of where it's focused in on collectibles, but it's broad enough for anyone to jump in. And then just their format is it's enticing because like it combines the best of what you've seen on eBay, because like what the most entertaining part about watching eBay is watching the last 5 minutes of an auction to end, to see
Right.
like where you see it's like, oh, it's only $50, and it's like, okay, I'll throw my hat in the ring. And then
Who the
before
fuck says only $50 about anything?
and then all of a sudden you see it jump up to 500.
Ballin'.
You know what I mean?
Right?
Like, oh, have you seen this before? Those
Ramen
auctions
for dinner.
Yeah, but I mean, those auctions do exist where it's like all the last minute bids didn't come in until like people were trying to snipe, and then someone put in a ridiculous high, and then someone put just as much, if not more, and then so with Whatnot, there's like 1 minute option, 1 minute auctions. You have, you can do a 2 minute, and there's the option of either doing a sudden death where at the end of 0 it just ends, or the regular in the last 10 seconds if someone else bids, it restarts the clock, so it can continue going, and then you can get into a bidding war with people. So it's kind of entertaining to see that, but then
This seems psychologically unethical.
Well, but then at the same time, it's like it's almost like certain books that like sell a lot better on that app versus like somewhere else. So it's kind of interesting to see that, where it's like it's either like brand new people getting into the market, or just others that are like oh, I need this, and I haven't seen this in a while in my area.
Okay.
And then what's weird about the other 3 I mentioned, like Shortboxed, MySlabs, and StockX, they're almost all exclusive just to sell slabs.
Yeah,
so like
that's cool
you
stuff.
so you can't sell raw books on any of those.
Limiting your market then, right?
Big time.
Well, I mean, from a business perspective, that makes sense to me though, right? Those are the high dollar books. If they're taking 10% and you sell Hulk 181, 9.8, if those exist, right? That's grands, right? That's not cents on the dollar.
Right.
So I kind of get that. I will say one thing that I know that Whatnot is doing that the other ones, as far as I know, aren't doing, because no one's reached out to me, is Whatnot seems to have a street team, right? Like, for lack of a better word, there are people out there engaging with creators, trying to onboard them. Like, that's how David Boer and Drew Zucker ended up on there, the Kanto guys. I've had people reach out to me about getting on there, and I said, go away, because I was busy. But I'm thinking maybe I'll go back and check it out. I don't know. But like that's an important part of doing any kind of startup like this. Hustle is a huge factor, right? You want to scale and grow.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I've had people reach out to me from Whatnot too, and they're like, do it. And I'm like, but now I'm on the same boat.
I've started to notice, obviously I don't know what the Facebook algorithm is, but I noticed that there are some things like keywords that like stop a post from getting the same boost. Like if you put the word link in your text, it definitely gets no traction. I get like, I don't know, 50 to 100 likes on most things I put up. If I put the word link in it, I get 0.
Oh wow.
Right. Like, so like, I mean, that's data to me. Like that says everything. So now I've started doing like L asterisk NK, and like that's giving me a different effect. Anything to do with money, order, pay, dollar, sale, numbers.
The dollar sign itself.
Yeah, that shit gets you flagged too. And if you're trying to run an honest business and you want to get traction on Facebook Live, you can't, right? Because you need those words. Unless you're trying to learn a whole new fucking language and code everything you put up to the point where people might not be able to read it, what good is that? Right. So if alternative platforms are going to let you do it and not screw with you that way and like be at the whims of the algorithm, that's great.
Yeah. The funny thing is, and you're going to find out about this, not you guys specifically, but other sellers, is that taxes, guys. Somebody had a question on here. Do you have to have a business license in order to sell? You do not, but you do have to do a 1099 if you make over $600 in sales. Now, that used to be a lot more. Like eBay used to be something stupid like
$3,000.
$3,000 and 200 transactions, or like you had to hit all these points, and you can keep that under in a year if you wanted to.
Right, but that does, for some states, it doesn't even start till January. So there's still some. There's still some on the old like taxing.
So come 2022, it's got to be across the board.
You're gonna have to have the business license. You're gonna have to pay your taxes.
Yeah, it's any online transaction over $600.
Yep.
Total $600 total for the year, not just a transaction.
No, just a single transaction.
Yeah,
I don't know about the total for the year.
Total sales.
Yeah, like if you sell $601 things in the course of a year, you have to. Here's the thing, though, it's pretty gray, right? You don't have to file a 1099, and you can roll the dice on whether somebody's going to audit you. Somebody like Ant, who's pulling in figures and doing lots of transactions,
Bowling.
and is buying a house and shit like that, like you got to do that. But like if you're selling some exclusive covers that, you know, for a book you did, who's going to count?
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But save
be
your
careful.
receipts anyway.
Save your receipts. Set aside, you know,
You
3 to 5%.
You can write off shipping if you pay for it.
Absolutely. My 13-year-old has her own eBay store, and she's probably 2 or 3 transactions away from me having to get her own tax ID number, which is making me super proud that
She's
my
not
kids
old
are
enough
earning their
to
way.
pay tax. She's not old enough to pay taxes. You have to be
Oh, that's
14.
right. Well, it would be under. Oh, you're right. I don't have. And here's another tidbit, guys. If you're just getting into it, you get 3 years of hobby tax. If you're doing it as a hobby and you're selling your personal collection, you can do it for 3 years tax free as long as you claim it that way. Just real side tidbit.
And
Nice.
we're getting in the weeds on this though. But
That's super.
But
Yeah.
also you get to deduct what you spent on what you're selling from the revenue, right? Like, so if you buy something for $4, sell it for $5, you didn't make $5, you made $1. You pay taxes on $1.
But that gets tricky though, because if you have a lot of inventory you're sitting on, that's active inventory, and that'll count against you at the end if you don't sell it all.
Yeah. Well, if you're selling a personal collection, just don't inventory what you're not.
Damn, Skippy. Here we go. Put it at your grandmama's house.
Exactly. Anyway, we have a whole 2 more episodes planned all of a sudden.
Dude, for reals. Okay, guys. So again, if you're just joining us, we're talking Third Market. We have shot up 10 new subscribers since I said we would show something special.
11 to go.
11 more, guys, and I will show you the special insert that I'm going to call it an insert. Some extra item that we're going to include with our trade paperback, and I will show you that if we get these next 11 subscribers. But back to the Third Market discussion. So we got to
share the link.
Share the link. Click the buttons, guys.
Yeah. And so I want to mention all the other ones too. Like Shortbox, you know, their concept was very intriguing. Like it's kind of similar to the fact that like there's like automatic shipping with this, like where it makes it easier for the seller. They only charge like 10%. Am I freezing?
You did, but you're back now.
Okay. Yeah, they only charge like 10% of.
Why do you say like 10%? Because that's a lot.
Oh no, it's 10%. Yeah,
it's also exactly 10%. So like,
I know, but 10% is a lot. You're like, are you being like subscribed by them? Are they sponsoring you?
No,
10% is pretty good for the market, though, right? eBay is charging 23%.
No, you're right. But eBay used to be 10%. I loved it, or 8% back in the day.
Yeah, so I think they're like at 12.5%, 13%, depending on how your setup is. And I think Whatnot is about the same. Like that.
What are the payment integrations? Like, are they taking Stripe? Are they taking PayPal? Are they taking Venmo? Like, yeah, just like if you can make a generalization, because those people are taking a cut too.
Right. They're getting with Stripe. It's like 2.5% or something.
Dude, I don't even fuck with Stripe no more. They take way too much.
Yeah. So I think Whatnot. That's where the 13% comes in. Like it's like part of it is
it's embedded
fee, and then the other part is the PayPal or whatever their credit card that they're dealing with that finance.
I'm about to launch my own cryptocurrency, Frank Coin. Like, just pay me in that.
Frank Coin.
No taxes on Frank Coin. This is New Hampshire for everyone.
I love it. Yeah, but yeah, Yeezy is frozen in the perfect position. Screenshot this real quick. We'll use this for a there you go.
Done.
Dunsky. But yeah, they definitely, everybody gets their percentages, but the newer ones that are coming in are keeping it fairly low, which is kind of nice.
That was one of the other reservations I was going to bring up, right?
Right.
So they come in low, they come in to be competitive, right? But what happens when they become one of the top 3? That's when prices start to go up.
Absolutely. You're nailing it again, because I was in retail sales forever. Retail sales manager for 15 years, worked my way all the way up to the district end of it. And the better you do, the more they want. It's like, there's no pat on the back, like, great job, we killed it. It's great job. Guess what? Percentages just went up.
Yeah. Now, like, so if you work in any kind of marketing job, there are all kinds of apps and software you can download now, like so many amazing pieces. And they'll come out, and the first year it's free, or it's like $19.99 for the year, right? Then they get a client base, and then they want to pump you for money. And it's like first taste is free. Then after that, bitch, better have my money, right? right? Then it goes up to $199 a year, right? I'm not saying that they're going to jump up to 19%, but do not quote me on this. But 2 years from now, they'll be up to 12% at least.
Oh yeah,
if not higher.
But that's the way the world works. That's the thing. Is that when people are kicking it off, people got to keep in mind, like they go, "Oh, evil Bay, whatever, guys." They came in low to get your foot in the door. That's the point of business. I gave away so many comics when I was starting. People are, I'd put up a $25 comic and somebody would be like, "I'll give you $10. I want the sales. I want the customers." Sure. And that's what I did. And now I can say no. Because I sell plenty of comics.
Yeah. No, and like that's the business attitude, right? You're there to make money. You're there to build an audience. Like that's the exact same attitude I had to take when I became a creator. Anytime I'm at a con, somebody's like, "Hey, will you do these 2 trades for 20, even though the price tag's 25? Fuck yeah, I'll do that, right? Because then you're going to read 2 of my books. You're going to come back for another one, and I paid $3 for each of those books. Like it's still profit, right? But like that's the cost of doing business, right? You want to be on eBay, you got to pay to play. Like that's how it goes. And if you have stock and you're a good salesman and you have good service, even though you're giving them a quarter of what you're making, you're still going to make a profit, right? Like, and that's build your own platform where it's free. If you don't want to pay 23%, it's going to cost you a lot more though.
Absolutely. The point is, guys, don't sweat the pennies.
Yeah,
that drives me nuts where the guys are just squeezing every penny out of it. And it's like, just relax.
There's a phrase for that. It's a phrase for that. You're saving hundreds and losing thousands.
Boom.
So I thought one thing I wanted to say about Shortbox, I thought it was interesting how their format is.
I know a lot of phrases.
So they basically set it up so it's a buy it now, and so you list out your slab. I want this much money for it, and then people can make you an offer. If you don't accept the offer, it still shows up on the market. So if someone comes in and says, throws another offer or buys it at the price, then it's sold. That person's offer was declined, and then move on to the next book.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, my slabs, their fee is 1%.
That's nothing. I love it.
Right? That's insane. I mean, I'm not sure how they're doing or anything like that, but it's definitely like one I'm interested in looking at. 1%
more than they had if you sell something.
Yeah, I mean, the seller gets to keep 99% of whatever they just sold.
It's not bad. And guys, to make these third market apps work better, something to keep in mind is you got to know your comics too. Like we get people that come into the show all the time. You've seen this, and they lowball the hell out of people, and that will crash a third market show because they're not going to tell you no, or they're not going to tell you yes. I'm sorry. Then the show's not fun. It's not entertaining. You're starting to get trolled. Like that can kill the flow. Like live sales. You got to be talking, you got to be energetic, you got to be, getting people interested in buying. And when these guys come in and they're like, "Well, I'll give you $10 for something that costs 50." Like, don't even bother coming in and mess with it because that does mess up third market stuff terribly for everyone else.
Right.
Do you have any strategies for how to diffuse something like that? Like just 1 or 2 off the top of your head since it's relevant?
Yeah, so we used to just ignore it, and then the comments will build up and you will say, "Hey, you're missing this person." We're not missing them, we're ignoring them. I think with this type of stuff is that you just have to kind of meet it head on. So like Laura does something specific where she'll say, we're willing to listen to reasonable offers. And then somebody will hit us with an unreasonable offer. And I'm like, haha, you missed the part of that where I said reasonable. And just put them out there. And not in a negative way. I'm not like, "Hey, you're an asshole, don't do that." Just keep reiterating. Look up the word reasonable and then come on back, buddy. Just Google it real quick. You're obviously on your computer, your smartphone. Just type in reasonable definition and then get back to me. Little positive spin on it like that usually either gets them to stop or, they'll become bigger assholes and go $1 and be like, "Okay, dude."
Listen, you know what you do? You say, I'll knock it down to this if you spend this much more dollars, right? It's $25. If you spend 50, I'll give it to you for 20.
And that's even better if you can come with a spin like that. Because that's what I'll do. Yeah, people will come in and go, "I'll give you $1 for, whatever for this comic." And I'll be like, "I tell you what, you buy the board, you get a bulk discount." Boom. And they're like, I'm like, "Okay, cool. Moving on."
But yeah, t-shirt. We got a lot of t-shirts.
Dude, look at this. This is a new one.
Oh, is that a book? I didn't even recognize. I'm so desensitized to it. Is that Wolverine?
This is the Wolverine. Yes, sir. New Bird City Comics t-shirt.
Nice.
Do you just get them so you could have cool t-shirts and then hope you sell some too?
Dude, you know how? Okay, raise your hand if you hate shopping for your own clothes. Gogol. Like I saw Tim down there raise his hand.
Yeah, I did too.
So
I don't shop for my own clothes, so I don't like or dislike it. Right? I know.
But if you
like.
had to, if your wife said, "Go to the store, Frank, you need pants," and she said, "Go to the store, you need pants," or you'd be like, "Damn it."
This is a gym shorts only home.
So I get to wear my own merch. That's what I'm saying. I'm dodging. Can you imagine if you just had Gogol shirts all day, different designs? You're like, dude, I'm set.
All right.
Oh, Jesus.
All right. I'm thinking about it. I got my comic book food chain hat on.
And then you can go third market with your Gogol shirts.
Just like and subscribe to the channel if you want Gogol shirts.
Jeez. Here we go.
Start shooting up.
All right, so I think we've nailed this third market thing pretty good, guys. Third market is a good thing. Everybody relax, have fun with it. Buy from the entertaining shows, buy from the shows that know what they're doing, price their books appropriately, are willing to listen to offers, and package appropriately. You're golden. You'll have a good time with it. Frank, what do you think? You going to get involved with this?
I mean, I definitely will. I already am in a periphery sense. I sell a lot of my own stuff. It's part of being a creator. Anything that makes it easier and doesn't like rob me blind is going to get my attention, and whoever does the best is obviously going to get my business. I want to add though that I think we've got some people, just based on what I'm seeing in the comments, who are either already doing stuff like this or are at least interested in it, right? There's some comments about how to do it, business licenses, all that. There's a lot of really good information in this episode. Like I don't want to say this is one of our better episodes, but like it's definitely like top 10 out of 22. Yeah, take some notes, right? Like, what could it hurt? Go watch Anthony's show and do a better version than him.
Absolutely.
Good luck, but if you can.
Good luck. Some hours putting into that bad boy. But yeah, definitely welcome the challenge. If you guys have any questions, message me. I'm not a total ass just on the show. It's the role I play. But yeah, message me if you guys have any questions, tidbits, tips, tricks. Holla at your boy. Let's see. You guys ready to have some fun?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Sweet.
So I'm guessing we got a slide for that, right?
Let me see.
I was talking about it. I heard you guys chatting about it.
We might have a slide. Oh shit! Look at that.
Ooh, all right.
All right. So Yeezy hit us with this. He just got some books back from grading. We're talking third market.
No, actually, I just grabbed a bunch of random books throughout my house.
Okay.
Yeah. So
like some from under the bed, a couple from the top of the closet, one from the mail. All right.
Yeah. So
I'm guessing you bought most of these from third market platforms.
Yes, or maybe some I subbed myself. I can't remember. I'll let you know.
Just go with it. I'm feeding this. Just be like, smile.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll let you know if I picked it up on my own or if I picked up third market. All right.
Right on. So wait. We got to go through the rules.
Before we get into it, two things. One, Ant, hit him with the pitch. What are we gonna do when we hit 901?
When we get to 901 subscribers, guys, I will be showing you the special add-on that you will get with the Bird City Comics Stray Dogs trade paperbacks exclusive. And I swear on everything, it's different, guys. It is cool. It's badass. It's extra for sure. And I will be sharing the extra goodie.
I am a cynical skeptic, and I saw this and I was like, oh, that is dope.
Right.
So if you haven't subbed the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you have subbed, hit the bell if you haven't. All those good things. I got the rules fresh. You want me to just run through them real quick?
Please, yes.
All right. So Yeezy's got 5 slabs with random grades. We don't know if they're 9/8 or if they're 0.01s. Is that even a grade? Anyway, they've got grades. We don't know them. He is going to give us some minimal amount of information to help guide us. Grader's notes, maybe. Personal observations about the condition of the books. Like, he's going to give us something to chew on because it's a food chain. And then we're going to guess what the grade is. Yeah. It is the most peripherally related fun segment we've ever done, but it'll be fun. We're going to play for points. First person to get 3 right.
Yep. And then let us know in the audience what you think the grade is before I reveal it.
Absolutely. Put those in the comments.
I only need 2 things, Easy. I need to know where you bought it and what it is.
Okay.
So Laura can give him eBay feedback in the earpiece.
All right.
She's ready.
It's going to be past the 90-day mark anyways, so that doesn't matter. All right. So my first book I have up
Is he stretching?
Oh, he's getting his crown.
Oh God.
He's got to retain it, right?
There it is. He's fighting for it.
All right. So I have a G.I. Joe 21. I bought this.
Do we get to ask one question? I think we should get to ask one question too.
Sure, why not?
Okay, continue.
Yeah. So I bought it off of eBay. One thing I will point out, there is a color breaking spine tick right here. But other than that, the corners look sharp.
Perfect. Okay.
Nice.
So, and that's a CGC grade?
Yep, it's a CGC. This is the back cover.
All right, Frank, do you have a question for him?
Yes. What date did you buy it?
There you go.
Was it in the last 30 days?
It wasn't in the last 90 days.
Oh, okay. So I can't look it up.
Right, correct.
That's cheating. All right, here's my question. Did it go to Red Hood?
It did not.
Ooh. All right, I'm going to chime in first. I'm going to say color break spine tick, pass on 90 days, eBay listing, thinking you paid somewhere in the $25 range, maybe 30-ish. I think you got a 9.2.
Frank, what is your guess?
8.5.
The winner is Ant. He got dead on.
Damn.
Son!
Damn. Thank God the crown's not on the line.
Let me put that backwards because I just went gangsta on that one.
Let's give him some money if he wins so he can get a haircut.
Dude, I'm growing it out. I told you, this is my big boy cut. No more little kid haircuts.
Right.
You don't look like your kid no more, so that's good.
You don't look like me anymore. That's good for him. All right, so we got a couple guesses in real quick. Buddy said 9.4, close. Starboy, comics are fun, hitting on the nose. Jay Burns, 9.6, you're close. 9.0 from Jonathan. Not too bad, guys. All right, round two.
All right, so I have an Iron Man 282.
Ooh, love that cover.
I subbed it myself.
CBCS?
Yep, it's a CBCS. I have the serial covered, so you can't see that.
God, he went all out for it. We couldn't cheat at all.
Yeah, exactly.
We have time to look it up.
Right? So everything looks pretty sharp and everything.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
You get to go first on this one, Gogol.
Are there any graders notes? I don't need to know what they are, but are there?
Yeah, there are graders notes.
Okay.
Here, let me see if I can get them.
What a sneaky ass question. I loved it though. That was good.
Well, I mean, the book could look good on the outside.
Right. It could. I love that question. That was good. That was smart. All right. Comics Are Fun is guessing. Oh, I'm clicking. Whoever's doing it, go ahead. Comics Are Fun was guessing 9.4. Jay Burns is saying a 9.8, 9.4. Yep. Here we go. So we're somewhere in that range. Are you going to find the notes?
Yeah, I'm trying to find them. I'm trying to scan the QR code right now.
Isn't technology great?
I know, right?
It.
All
Dude,
right,
Laura and I went to a bar and our table had a QR code scanner.
For the menu?
And we could order our drinks and they just brought it over our table. It's pretty badass.
Nice.
It's almost like not going to the restaurant anymore, right? Like,
Dude, for real. But you're there, but you're not.
Yeah.
You're getting the ambience, but you're not really participating, which was awesome.
But you still can't get like super duper drunk and it's appropriate like you can at home. No one's ever going to replace that.
Yeah. All right. While he
I don't care nearly enough for all this to be happening.
Yeah. Unless you had him handy, broski.
No, I got it. It's coming up right now.
No, Ant, you don't get a handy if you win.
I'll give you each one greater note. Spine stress breaks color. Light impact, top right corner, front goes through book.
And this is one you submitted yourself, right?
Yes, this is one I submitted myself.
Okay. So, Ant, I'll give you an advantage here. Since he submitted himself, he didn't know the grade. When he bought from eBay, he knew the grade, right? So, this one's probably going to be lower.
Oh yeah. Do you know what it?
After you, sweetheart.
Oh, I get to go first again. I'm going to come in at let's go 8.5. Golgonator.
I don't even know what the number like is there an 8.8, 8.6? Like
no, they're five increments above 9.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'll go 8.
Frank was closer. It was a 75.
Damn. Well, we both went over, so does that count as a point?
It's gotta, because there aren't enough. There aren't enough. Tied it up.
5.
So rub the crown.
Dude, that would piss me off. All right, sorry.
All right. All right. So I have a Deadpool back in black.
9.8.
Self-submitted.
Self-submitted.
9.8.
Is that a sketch cover?
Sketch cover. Store exclusive.
Store exclusive black and white sketch cover. Store exclusives. They don't ship those out. Where'd you get it from?
I bought it from Facebook from a seller.
Yep.
What's the original retailer?
KRS.
I don't even know what that is.
KRS, yeah.
I'm going to go 9.6.
All right. Antless closer.
Is that 9.9? Am I closer? Yep. No shit. You got a 9.9?
Yep.
Look, I had to play the odds, right? If
You did. I jumped in first, so you didn't have much to go with there. Today, tape is childproof or what?
I know, right?
Yeah, that's so much better than what I was going to say. Usually isn't the case. Great thing is I've got the feed on my other monitor, so I got to see you say it twice.
Attaboy. Love it.
There we go. Yep. So it's a 9.9.
Yeah, I want to recount. I want to recount.
Me too. That's a CBCS 9.9 though.
I subbed it, no press, 9.9.
Oh Jesus, Tim, really? And he put up his own comment.
All right. Here's a good one for y'all.
Oh,
Fantastic
shit.
Four, number 50.
CGC Fantastic 450. So Frank, with this book specifically, there's a lot of color. So there's going to be some rub and some beat up on it. Give me the year. What year?
I own that book.
Oh, you
66.
do. You're a Fantastic Four guy. 1966.
All right. First question. What's the grade? Almost got him. No, self-submitted or bought?
Bought as a slab.
Okay.
I know where I'm at with this one. Do you want to go first on this one?
Yeah, I'm going 6.5. I know that's on the low end, but
I'm gonna go 4.5.
Ooh, I think Ant was closer on this because it is a
Got a 6.5 claim. 5.0.
5.0.
yeah, it's close to about going over.
You really shouldn't have got up and got that crown. It's just salt in the wound.
Why?
It's just salt in the wound now. You still would have been the king if it was in the background. Now you're wearing it. You gotta ship that to me.
Nah, bro.
I got one, man. I get one win.
All right.
Oh my gosh, Tim, really? Dude, he's laughing. Gogol, you don't have the admin view, but we can see him on the bottom where he's not in, and he's laughing his ass off.
If anyone's getting the crown, it's Tim.
All right. I'll throw up a sketch.
Look at him.
I'll throw up a sketch.
Amazing.
Cover. You know, why not?
Oh wait, is this original art?
Yeah, this is original art.
Oh,
Who's
geez.
the artist?
Jock.
Jock? Oh,
Oh,
10.
badass.
Doesn't matter. Even if it doesn't say 10, it's a 10.
Badass.
No.
So you got a Jacques away.
All right, some questions. Yeah, you bought this from Jock. You paid for this commission, or you bought it on?
Right. I paid for a commission, and I sent in a blank cover of Detective Comics 1000.
Wait, so you sent this to the grading service? Like you sent that book to CGC and they commissioned it?
I sent it to a third party person that commonly gets Jock in their wheelhouse of like different artists and stuff like that. So they opened up his commission line and everything. So,
Before we guess on this one, guys, we are at 891 subscribers. We are 9 subscribers away from me showing you guys the extra goodie you get only with the Bird City Comics exclusive. Share out, subscribe, tell your people so I can show this image because I want to so bad, but I will not. I will not cave. I will not show it until we hit 901 per Gogol. All right.
I'll give you each this one hint. It's not graded art. Haha.
I was gonna say that. Okay, good thing you said it.
Yeah. Well, it's CGC. They don't do that.
They don't grade art. Only CBCS does. Yes.
9.6. Final offer.
Shit. 9.4. That was a good
8.0.
guess. What the fuck?
Yeah. So, what it is do you see these like small details into the cover?
Yeah.
He grooved them.
I think he grooved them and slashed it. So, like, I think it slightly damaged it or something like that. But I mean, it's OA. I bought it for the art, not for the grade.
So I'd say that one's a draw. That one's far enough away. We were way off. So what's the count at right now?
Wait,
I think you're up.
By one?
Yeah,
No,
you're up by one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have any others?
Yeah, I have two more sitting next to me.
All right, let's keep it rolling then.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and give Frank that point, just so it's tied up now.
Yes.
Wait, it's tied?
It is now, bitch.
Well, unless, to make this the last book, you know.
Take your pity point.
You know what? Last time I gave charity, I lost. So
you're taking it this time?
This is karma.
Shit, now I'm going to lose. Watch.
All right,
CBCS. All right, here we go.
Yeah. Amazing Spider-Man 4.
First appearance of
Cindy Moon.
Boom, sir. Cindy Moon in the house.
All right. First
All right.
question. Did you buy this graded or did you send it in for grading?
I sent it in for grading.
Okay. I'm wondering how you choose between CGC and CBCS depending on the book.
Oh, me? I use both services, whichever one has.
Oh, no, I see what you're saying, though. Like, if he thinks it might grade lower, he's going to send it to CBCS and roll the dice, maybe.
You feel me? All right, that was sneaky. Okay, so that wasn't really a question, though, Yi. Do you send specific books to one over the other? Like older books, obviously, you got to send to CGC.
Sometimes it's like if it's a personal book and I'm not looking to sell it, I'll just send it to CBCS.
Okay, just the method to the madness.
Yeah, if I think I'm going to flip it one day or don't care about it too much, I'll send it to CGC.
All right.
And then when I buy slabs, if the price is right, it's hard to pass up on, right?
This is a tougher book because a lot of these didn't get graded until recently. The grading on these have gone up over the last 7 to 8 years on these.
That's because the book's only been out for 4 years.
Yeah, exactly. So you get what I'm saying here.
Maybe it's been 5 years. I think it's 2015. It says that almost 6.
2013.
Is it 2013?
I don't know. I'm guessing now.
No,
okay.
I think it's 2014.
2014.
Yeah.
Boom. I was right in there again. God damn it. I'm so good. All right. Let's do
if only you could guess the numbers on the grade.
I've been doing all right at that.
Yeah, nice. This is the best performance you've ever given. I've pulled all the people who could possibly say that, and it is.
I'll take it. I'll take that win. All right. CBCS, you bought it. You sent it. We've learned the method to your madness. I'm going to say this is a 9.4.
9.6.
It is a 9.0 check mark.
What does that mean?
That means that it presents better than its actual grade.
So it presents better than a 9.0, but the grade that was
given. So it's like when your partner is very attractive, but they're also very dumb.
Yeah.
Less on the inside.
So the greater
or when you meet a girl at a nightclub and she's really, really pretty at the nightclub, and then when you see in the daylight, you're like, damn.
Coyote ugly.
There you go. You got it.
Right. So the notes say it's a spine stress, breaks color with bins off spine front cover.
So do I get this point?
I have one more. I'll just call it. Yeah. All right.
So we'll call this a gentleman's draw once you come into focus because I can't see shit on that white book.
Wait, we have the draw?
Well, I'm saying I'm winning. And if Gogol wins, then it would be a draw. I was trying to be nice, but I guess it doesn't really matter if you win this book. So I win.
But buddy, you're my friend. I won anyway.
All right. So whoever can guess this one.
Bitch.
Oh, dude. All right. What is it?
What the fuck am I looking at?
It just looks white.
So it's a Spider-Woman #1.
You gotta go like this, Frank.
Yo, stop. Don't submit the next book and pay your internet bill instead. What is happening?
It's
a Spider-Woman
#1.
You still on CenturyLink over there?
Yeah.
Bro,
they don't have fiber in my area.
All right. I see Spider-Woman now. She's in focus. Okay. Hit me.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hit me with the details.
It's a street level hero exclusive Michael Turner cover.
Ooh, Michael Turner. And it's a CGC book. It's white, which means it'll hide all the damage. 9.8.
9.6.
9.0.
I win! Should have took that shot. Should have took that shot.
Oh my god. You didn't win, you tied.
I didn't lose.
That's true. All right, Chat Cave came 9.28. Not bad. That's hilarious. I win.
Honestly, I was gonna go lower, but you set me up so easy to go over and still like get it.
I was just thinking as soon as I said it, I set the ceiling and I was like, shit. There's only down from
there.
there.
It's a white cover. There's no way it was going to be a 9.8.
Well, nothing personal, easy, but any smart person would have taken an eraser to the white cover, broski. You're not going to get spine ticks in it unless you blunted a corner.
Yeah, so they didn't even give me graders notes on it at all for it.
You got to pay
Yeah,
for CGC now, so
yeah, exactly. And I'm not paying $5 to find out when I could just
that you need to erase the spine a little bit,
or that I could just as easily crack it open and then resubmit it, and then it probably end up being a higher grade.
So technically, I win. No, not technically.
Like I said, bro, I win because we're friends.
Damn it, dude! Well, how do you sneak back in somehow? I was kicking ass.
I took advantage of charity that time. I'm not even gonna take credit.
That's right. That was a good one. That was a fun. It was nice. It was competitive. Let's check the subs real quick. What do you think?
We're at 893, so that's a net of 14. If we can get one more in the next 4 minutes.
All right, guys.
If you're watching this and you want to see that Stray Dogs insert, hit that sub button.
I believe in them, so I'm going to pull it up and keep it on standby because I believe.
I'm gonna hit the refresh button at 8:40 my time. That's in 4 minutes or 3.5 minutes. And just want to point out that Ant said 901, and he's going to give it up at whatever is not 901. So that
I always give it up, baby.
He's always up for negotiation. Third market. Hashtag third market.
Everything's on the table. All right, hit that refresh button. What do you got? Anything?
No.
All right, guys. So check it out. Real quick spiel. Hold on. Let me do this right.
This is recorded forever on the internet.
All right, guys. This is what I'm gonna need you.
Oh, he's got the big guy head. I had
to bring it in for the real thing. One more sub, just one, and I will show you Bird City Comics, Baltimore Comic-Con, Stray Dogs trade paperback extra goodie you will get with the book. I'm gonna show you the book yet. Trish already texted me and threatened me because she wants to be on live when we do it. Do the damn thing.
Next week.
That's what I'm thinking. Click the button because we did some exclusive art, and you will get this just for buying the trade paperback that you're going to want anyway. Frank, I'm doing this like telethon style, so I'll keep talking and let me know if we hit 90.
I'll let you know. But just frame it this way, though. Let them know. You're essentially getting two covers. One's just not attached to the book, and they're both new.
So a little background, guys. When you commission an exclusive cover, you get artists, you pay artists, and they produce art. Trish and Tony Fleece said, Anthony, buy 2 pieces of art because we want to do it. I said, you know what? Whatever. So I bought 2 pieces of art. One will be printed on the book. The other one we are going to put as print inserts into the book as a gift. You're getting exclusive print arts, limited prints on these things. They're badass. And I want to show them to you, but I will not do it until Frank hits reset or refresh and we get another sub.
Oh, we passed already. We're at 996. I just wanted you to keep talking.
Can I get a drum roll, please? Can I get a witness?
If you start drumming, you can get a drum roll.
He's drum. I don't know if that's milking a cow, brother.
It's also on mute. How good is it?
Yeah, I wasn't hitting anything either. About.
All right, you guys ready for this?
I got an 808 I can blast off for you.
Yeah, nice. Yeezy, what was the homage to our first cover that we did for Stray Dogs?
Wasn't it?
It was. And we brought it back. It too. We did an homage, insert print, limited print. We only printed enough for every trade. So there are no more of these. And we did a It too cover homage. What do you think?
It actually looks better than the first time I saw it. And it looked great then.
That's
right?
Like so on that white background, it looks like it pops.
Super fucking clean. And I love that it says sit instead of it.
Yeah, I will. You know what? I will give the Stray Dogs family this. They have come up with an incredible amount of puns.
Dude, for real, right?
And wordplay and those are the best ones. Like it's more than just an homage. It's clever too.
Hell yeah. So when we get this week and I map out the announcement and when it's going to happen and when it's going to go down, this will be included with every single one, guys. Every trade paperback you buy, you are going to get one of these limited prints with your book in the back, kind of like a COA. I'm not going to do a big old clunky COA. I'm going to include some more exclusive art that we purchased.
You know what this would look really good with?
What's that?
Pair of signatures.
Oh, because it's on the white. Dude, totally. Maybe and we're going to be in Baltimore. Trish is going to be right down the way. So if you come to Baltimore, Frank's going to be there. Yeezy's going to be there.
I would happily sign this.
He damn.
Is that what we were talking about?
But yeah, we'll have it there and people can sign some shit. It's white. It's gorgeous. You guys will love it.
Why you got to make it about being white, bro?
Because, I wanted to. Yeah. Let's go with that. All right. So you guys love it. You love it.
Killed it. It's not as good as the regular cover, though. I will tease everybody that.
Thank you for saying that because the regular cover's badass.
I haven't seen it yet. No, I'm just joking.
And if we get 100 more subs right now, we'll show it now.
One hundo. I love
5 minutes.
Well, we are 2 subs away from giving away the 900 sub giveaway. So this is working out beautifully, guys. You know what? We'll keep egging this on. Keep sending people our way, guys. We appreciate all the love and support. Show you guys some cool shit. Damn right. All right. Let's get back to those slides. What do you got next for me?
That's it. We're done.
There's no follow and sub.
Oh, yeah. All that stuff. Yeah, of course.
You know, if you read the
outline that you guys have never looked at once. Anyway.
I just looked at it. That's the only reason I knew it.
Beam me up, Scotty. Give me my slides.
Sorry, I'm clicking.
All right. So if you're new around here, you don't know that we do this. We do a second show. It's a pre-recorded thing where it's our weekly picks, a little bit of commentary, a lot of bloopers. It's called What We're Eating. It's a pun on food chains and all that. That dropped this morning. We do it every week, every Tuesday morning. What is it, 9 Central, Easy?
Yes, 9 a.m. Central.
In the morning.
Yeah.
But if you haven't yet this week, or you didn't know about it until 2 seconds ago, go check it out. We got some really good picks this week. We usually have a pretty lively comment section with people telling us what they're eating. I've gotten a lot of great books off of those recommendations. So if you check it out, definitely let us know what you are picking up today and tomorrow. But
what I love about this is everybody's got different flavor profiles. And I have read things that are outside of my spectrum.
Such thing is too much.
See what I did there? All right, continue.
But yeah, so definitely go check out What We're Eating and let us know what you think. Oh no, what the hell's going on? Oh no.
Hey.
There's definitely a slide there. I think I shared it before I added it. Anyway, next week we are talking about something awesome. What was it though?
Are we doing the later printings or are we doing...
No, that was an idea we came up with. This is super embarrassing. What was it? Let me move this window so I can see what the thumbnail is. It's on my desktop. We can cut this in post, right?
Sure, absolutely. So while we do that, guys,
here we go. Comics and social media.
Oh, right.
Wait, I want to show these. Check these out. How cool is this?
Yeah, fill that time, bro. That is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle box set.
Yeah, I think I should unbox one of these on the next show just because I want to play with one so bad. The other 3 are sold, but I have one extra. So
you won't.
Oh, geez. All right, Gogol. I'll send it to you. All right, continue.
Anyway, next week, I didn't put it up, so don't bother. Next week, we're talking about social media, that poisonous thing that we use to talk to you guys, and how it works in the comics industry.
Yeah.
It is obviously still evolving and changing every day, but there's been some kind of big movement lately, and it affects things.
That's great.
There you go, Chad. That's my man. But yeah, we even talked about a little bit like algorithms and lifestyles, right? There's a lot to talk about there. So we wanted to talk about that. We also like talking about something a little bit controversial every once in a while.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like every other week. So tune in next week for that. And then what else do we do at the end of this thing?
Jeez.
Here we go. Oh no.
Another smart ass. We already got 3 of those.
We can't ban people, right? Like
Hey, real quick, guys.
I know Dan isn't here tonight. Dan Barry. So
are we cool enough to have like moderators yet?
Dude, I think we're gonna get there soon. What do you guys call an alligator that's a detective?
An investigator.
God damn, you're good. Love it. All right, guys. Frank, any last words before we get out of here for the night?
Yeah, we 100.
What? You better get that Gemini shipper ready easy.
We cracked the formula. We just hold people hostage.
You're damn right. Every time I come out with something
that's carrot in front of them.
I love it. And anytime I will show you guys all my projects and you'll be like, this one, and we just hold people hostage with them.
Listen, it ain't stray
Stockholm
dogs.
syndrome.
It ain't stray dogs, but I got 10 or 12 unborn exclusives that I can roll out over the next 8 weeks. You guys keep coming back, keep hitting that sub button. I'll show you all of them.
Dude,
trench coat is open. You know,
I love it. You guys keep coming back, and you will see exclusive content from said creator, said buyer guy. King. He's a king.
Why are you pointing?
I don't know, dude. This orientation's stupid. Like, this is to my left, which Yeezy's on my left, but he's not. He's on my right. It's stupid. Forget it. It's the Matrix. I don't get it. Anyway, Yeezy, anything to add before we get out of here?
Yeah, it's been a road to get to 900. So, I mean, only 100 more to hit that 1K. And then what is it? That Kanto giveaway. It's going to be amazing.
San Diego Comic-Con 2019, near mint, Kanto #1. Exclusive, signed by David Boer and Booker. All right, we all know that Kanto is a big book. It's in development for an animated feature. It's only going to go up in value. Those motherfuckers, David and Drew, are on What Now, selling their books. Like, I mean, this is the book. So I'm incredibly jealous of Tony and Trish, David and Drew. I don't have one of Tony and Trish's books to give away, so we're giving away this one. We'll see you guys in 100 more subs with that beautiful book, which I think maybe might be worth sending over to Red Hood.
I'm thinking that's probably a good con. Sorry, I'm reading the comments. A good call.
What's a Comic-Con? We have an episode on that. Go check it out. It was last week.
Just watch it in the details.
Right?
All right, guys.
Referring people to episodes now.
We're creating evergreen content. That's the term we're using.
We haven't done any episodes about trees.
Stupid. All right, guys.
Wait, sun's getting real low.
Sun's getting real low, big guy.
We can't use the next slide because it's outdated. So I'm just going to cut to the last one.
No worries. So we need the last one.
Well, the 900 giveaway sub doesn't matter anymore.
Doesn't matter. We hit it.
I mean, matters. We appreciate you guys.
Mr. Producer, you got the shoot me the thumbs up when you have the outro queued up. Until next time, guys, stay hungry, y'all.